All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh. That's all praise to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, in the name of Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, in the name of the Holy Spirit. We want to give a double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone that taught us this truth, and a sincere shalom to you. I came out there pushing this truth, pushing this doctrine throughout the four winds of the world, risking your lives and your freedom to do so. Shalom. Okay, the title of this lesson is going to be Confusion at the Top Will Lead to Chaos at the Bottom. All right, and the confusion that is amongst your leaders, all right, mainly your leader Trump, the Senate, all right, your governors, all right. It's confusion at the top. No one has any questions for the people. All right, people are looking for solutions, and your leaders are confused. They can't come up with a stimulus plan. They're divided on that. Okay, they're divided on when to open the government back up. You got Trump wanting to open the government back up on a specific date, where you had his advisors, his people in his cabinet telling him, you need to hold off. This virus is still spreading. So it's complete chaos. It's complete divide. It's disorder. It's discord amongst everyone. Your wicked leaders of this wicked country, America. Okay. You want to say something, bro?
Nah, I got a precept.
Okay, go ahead. Go.
It's Matthew 12:25.
Mm-hmm.
And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand.
This place is divided, all right? Every kingdom that's divided against itself is not going to stand, all right? There's no leadership. There's no clear vision of what to do at the top, all right? Therefore, the title of this lesson is going to, that chaos at the top, or that confusion at the top, is going to lead to chaos at the bottom, all right? So if the leaders don't know what the hell is going on, how much more the people? Yeah. Okay, the people are going to continue to bug out. The people are going to look for answers, and eventually these people are going to take matters into their own hands. All right, they're not going to regard your quarantine laws. They're not going to regard your curfews. All right, and they're going to, do what they want to do. Pretty much.
And the elites, talking about the top banking families, what you would call your Illuminati. They the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, the Oppenheimers, DuPonts, Gettys, all of them. They know how the people are going to react, man. Because really, they're just. Hey, you watch the movies. It's in all the media. You watch movies like The First Purge. It shows Jake how they supposed to be in quarantine and lockdown, but what, they party and bullshit.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, that
same thing today.
Yeah, same thing happened down in New York, or Baltimore.
New York, Baltimore.
Yep.
You had those crazy niggas down there in Florida at spring break.
Yep.
And like I said, it's a complete chaos. There's no order. There's no order amongst the people. People are just doing whatever the hell they want because there's no order at the top. All right, there's no righteous rulership. There's no righteous leader. Everything is that do as thou will spirit. That wicked left hand energy that's going throughout. That's at the top and it's coming down to the bottom. Right, amongst the people. Finish that verse.
And this 26. And if Satan's cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand?
This kingdom can't stand. All right, it's not standing now. This place is destroyed. Morally, spiritually, and eventually it's going to be destroyed physically. Okay, because there's no one has any answers. No one knows what to do. All right, Esau was never expecting their kingdom to come to this abrupt halt. All right, Esau never expected their businesses to shut down for weeks, maybe months at a time. All right, this was Esau could have never imagined a scenario like this. Okay, but it's here, and they don't know what to do. All right, they're all running around and looking for answers. Okay,
because it caught you people off guard, man. The top elites know. Talking about the CEOs of all these different companies. They knew that's why they withdrew from their businesses, man.
Yeah,
that's why they're in their bunkers now.
The CEOs, CEOs, step down from their positions.
Exactly. But as for you regular Edomites, man, you had no clue. Hey, but the men of Yahweh B'Shem Yahshua, we've been prophesying of this downfall, man.
Yeah.
Since our apostles and our elders have been on the scene, man. They've been talking about how America was going to be destroyed, how it's going to be a global economic downfall. How it's going to be famine, how it's going to be pestilence, how it's going to be race riots, how it's going to be martial law, how all these things were going to soon happen.
Yep.
And in the times that we're living in. And and the Most High is making it physically manifest today, man.
I got a precept. This is Proverbs 29 and verse 18. Where there is no vision, the people perish. But he that keepeth the law, happy is he.
Hey, Khan, it says where there is no vision, the people perish. Hey, because what? The prophets within the city, man, or within whatever kingdom that the Most High sets them up in, they were esteemed in high regards, man.
Yeah.
Because they were actually able to understand and to know before, man. Because the word, when you go into the word prophesy, it means to say before. So they were actually able to know basically the future, man.
Yeah.
You know?
They had a righteous vision through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai of what's to come. All right. Your leaders now, they don't have a righteous vision. They don't have a vision at all. Okay. Their vision is on the left-hand side. Their vision is they have a cloudy vision. It's like you got a cloudy vision, you can't see what's ahead of you. All right. These wicked elites can't see they can't see the calamities that are coming to America. That's why everyone at the top is, pretty much, losing it right now, because they have no clear vision. All right. They don't know where this economy is headed, but what scripture says, let me read it again. Where there is no vision, the people perish, and the people are literally perishing. Okay. The people are in a mournful state right now. With this coronavirus. All right. And that's really the main thing that's making people freak out. And it hasn't really got as worse as it's going to get, because it's people still walking around, people driving around. Everything is, crime rate is still, relatively low, but the chaos will ensue. And this is just the beginning of sorrows, like the scripture says.
That's right, bro.
Go ahead with that.
And this is going on with the where it says, wherein there's no vision, the people perish. This is Ezekiel 33:7. It says, so thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
Yeah.
Therefore, thou shalt hear the word in my mouth and warn them from me.
God.
And that's the thing, man. It says, where there's no vision, the people perish. So without us, without the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai moving upon us to go out on the highways and hedges and push the word, hey, Israel would have no warning, man.
Yeah.
The people would literally die. Why? Because they weren't given that notion, or they weren't given that heed, that instruction to get right with the Heavenly Father, man, before all hell breaks loose.
Because 2/3 of our own people are waiting for answers from these wicked leaders of the society.
Yeah.
They're looking for answers. They're looking for solutions, not hearkening to the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai that's being spoken through the prophets throughout the four winds of the world.
They can't, because they find comfort in Esau's media, man.
And they're looking for comfort every day. Jacob's looking on social media, looking on the news, thinking, okay, when are things going to get back to how they were? When are things going to get better? It's never going to get better. It's only going to get worse. Yeah. Mainly for you Israelites. Okay, you Jakes out there that continue to believe in Babylon, believe in this place. It's not going to get better. It's only going to get worse, because your leaders that you believe in, America, this wicked society, and their philosophies have led you people astray. Have you continue to believe in this place, and you're eventually going to go down with it. 2/3 of you. All right. You have any more for that, bro?
That was it, man.
I got a script. This is Ecclesiasticus 10 in verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
As the scripture say, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, man. And that's exactly what it says. A prudent man does what, bro?
A prudent man is well ordered.
Yeah, he's well ordered. Well ordered from who? From Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Because as the brother was going in and talking about how how the leaders of this, like the scriptures say, the leaders of this people cause thee to err. And when you go into it's a bunch of different other precepts. Blind leaders that are blind, and both shall fall into a ditch. But the Most High chooses leaders, man.
Yeah.
But now you have a system where the elites, talking about the left hand, the wicked, they're choosing your leaders for you, man, giving you the illusion of choice, believing that these people that you're voting for are actually for you.
Yeah.
Be the leaders, man.
Yeah.
Starting off with here on the earth, man. The leader of Israel right now is Apostle Tahar on the earth, man. Talking about of Israel.
Yeah.
And going on down the ranking from there.
It says a wise judge will instruct his people, and you obviously see that these leaders, starting with Trump, your senators, your Senate, they're not wise. They're not wise leaders. All right, because they have no answers for you. They have everything they do in the society is going to be wicked. All right, a wicked judge, all right, knows how to destruct his people. Okay, but a wise judge will instruct his people in a righteous way. All right, and you obviously can see that this place is not righteous. It's not a righteous thing about America, and this is a country that is It was a country that holds the Bible and supposedly holds the Bible in high regard, but they do everything contrary to the Bible.
Yeah.
All right. So if they're not following the law, statutes, and commandments on how to rule a people by the scriptures, then they're not wise.
God.
Let me read the second verse. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are they that dwell therein.
Kind. Meaning what, man? If you have a wicked head, then the rest of that body is going to be wicked.
Exactly.
Man. It's like a cancer, man. If the head or the immune system is shut down, there's no way for that body to fight.
Yep.
Just like here in the political system, if one person is hey, like they say, one apple ruins the whole bunch. Hey, it's the same thing, man. If your head is messed up, your whole body is messed up.
So take it like this: if there's fighting fighting and people at the top, discord and disorder, how much more the people?
Right.
How much, so it shouldn't be, so the people at the bottom, they're really gonna be all out of order. All right. It's gonna be like I said, it's the title of this lesson. It's gonna be chaos. All right. It's gonna be chaos in the financial aspect of it. It's gonna be chaos in the in every level down here amongst the people. All right, because your leaders have continued to lead you astray, and 2/3 of you Israelites continue to believe in America. You look to revive this place, so to speak. All right, let me read verse 3. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inherited. It said an unwise king destroyed his people, and that's exactly what you see right now. The unwise king, all right, the king of Babylon, Trump. He's unwise. He's just wicked. And 2/3 of you people, you obviously don't see that. All right. And some of the Jakes can't see that. They see that the rising tension between Jake and Esau has always been here ever since the womb. Yeah. All right. But Trump has basically poured gas on the fire. All right. So you see that Trump that has a clearly hatred of you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans. Right. Okay, so he's not going to instruct you in a righteous matter. He's not going to instruct you. What I'm trying to say. He's not going to instruct you to in a righteous path.
Hey, and neither will no one else in these political parties, man. As we always say, this political party isn't a. Hey, doing that, you're basically giving your spirit unto Esau, man.
Yeah.
Hey, because whether it be left wing, whether it be right wing, it's the same bird. Hey, independent, the same thing. If you're voting within the system, that means if you voting within the system, that means you believe within the system, man.
Yeah.
Hey, which means your heart is further away from Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man.
Let me read this script for you. This is Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. When the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
God, it says when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Hey, so when we're in the kingdom, Lord, when we be those elect men, it's going to be peace, man.
Yeah.
The people are going to actually be happy, including the heathen. Why? Because the earth won't be messed up. The minds of the people won't be messed up. You'll have to be able to enjoy your children, the animals, the land, the fruits of your labor.
Yeah.
Hey, but here everything is messed, everything is corrupted. Just the fact that you have 3 different levels of murder. First, second, and third degree of murder. That's wicked, man.
Yeah.
Murder is just a murder. Yeah. Now you got premeditated. Now you got just Esau's system is full of just loopholes, man. Nothing is defined. Nothing is definite, man. It's all a runaround. But what the Most High makes everything straight and clear cut. It's black or white. It's cold or hot. You're on fire or you're not, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro. You're doing his bidding or you're gonna be destroyed, man. Yeah. It's no in betweens with Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. And it says what? It says, well, when the righteous are in authority, people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Hey, and not only the people, but the creations also, man. Yeah. You have animals, as we always say, man. You have animals beaching themselves. You have 5G towers that are killing the bees that are within the air. You have birds that are flying into buildings. The NASCAR, I believe it was the NASCAR building, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, the NASCAR buildings. You have animals beaching themselves. You have the creation, the whole creation. And that's why it speaks of in Romans 8 and I believe 22. It says the earnest expectation of the creature is waiting for the manifestation of the sons of God, man. Yep. Meaning what? The animals and all the creations, as the scriptures say, the fir tree is going to rejoice. All of these things are going to be in their
harmony.
Yeah, in harmony. Yeah. Once the righteous are in authority, man. Okay. But as the wicked is ruling, everything is defiled.
Everything is in discord. Everything is out of order. Pretty much. And it said when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn, and people are literally mourning because whether their family members has died from this coronavirus or they're dying from this coronavirus, people are in a mournful state right now. All right. And it's only going to get worse here. All right. Because your rulers at the top are ruling wickedly and they're confused and they're divided. All right. Even if they were all in one accord, even though we know the wicked elites are all in one accord to fulfill their new world order, but the ones under them, they're all in disarray right now. They don't know what the hell is going on. They don't know, should we shut down more cities? Should we quarantine this? They have no clue. How much more the people? Right. All right. So when the people, like I said, the people want to eventually take matters into their own hands, and don't be surprised, because it's going to be chaos out here. People. If you need something, people are going to run in your shit and get it. If people don't have milk or the basic necessities for their family, they're going to take it from you. And they're going to call in the National Guards, and it's going to be all out war out here on these streets. And that was prophesied from the prophets of old until the prophets now. Yeah. All right. That's right. Let me see. I wanted to get that Isaiah 47, bro. Okay. You break it down. Okay. Because it said, I'm gonna get it. It's Isaiah 47, and I'm gonna start at verse 1. It says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon."
Right, and we know that's talking about America. Virgin daughter meaning what? She hasn't been entered.
And dust refers is talking about confusion.
That's right.
All right, and if there's confusion at the top, there's going to be confusion at the bottom.
That's right, bro.
All right, and then of course the brother said, "Virgin daughter of Babylon" is clearly talking about America. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldees.
Right, because you have the American people here, and not only the American people, but the American, the whole system is a prideful system, man. Yeah. The people here believe that America can't be touched, that it's unstoppable. America's military is so great, it's this. We've never been through this. That's why the people are in a normalcy bias, man. They feel as if everything else touching the earth, players can come from the north, players can come from the south, the west, and the east. It's all coming together, but still, it still hasn't touched. It still hasn't made a huge hit in America yet, man.
It really hasn't made a dent on America. Like when this virus was over in China and it was hitting different countries, no one here was really worried. They were still caring about their own day. They weren't going to the grocery stores and hoarding up toilet paper and water and everything. Everyone had that, we said, normalcy bias, where they thought that we good, but the scriptures clearly say America's sitting in the dust. Yeah. Okay. In confusion, sit on the ground, or mean in a low state. Which this place is coming to right now. It's already in a low state. All right. Let me finish the verse. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. All right. So all these names, these names that they always give America, home of the free, and all of that stuff. No, all those false titles. You're not tender and delicate anymore. You're not the perfection of what is it? They say here the American dream. The American dream. Yeah,
that's one of the things that they say here, man. Oh yeah, you can come here from any land. Any people can come here and make it. That's false, man. Because the scriptures tell you how Jake can't do that, man. How we're going to always be the tail and they're going to always be the head. Yeah. The borrower is subject unto the lender. These precepts or these curses upon us, man, they won't allow us to build, and it's for good cause. Because if Jake could build here, it would be over, man. Our people will fully be like they're still stuck now, but it would be even worse, man. It would be even worse.
It says, take millstone and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the river.
Basically expose this devil, man. Expose this country, man, for what it truly is.
Yeah. And the ones that's exposing this, first and foremost, the ones that are exposing this America and Esau Edom is the men of the Lord.
That's right.
But you have countries that were once confederate with America, that were once, allies of America that are exposing this place also. You had several countries, starting with China, that said that this was a bioweapon, and you had several other countries back that statement up.
Yeah, Iran.
Iran. I don't know if Italy has said anything because they're part of the EU, but you had several other countries still with that same sentiment, like, yo, this is, our people are dying, right? And America caused this. All right. So everyone's pointing the finger at America, exposing Esau for their wicked past and the wickedness that they're doing right now. All right.
That's right.
Verse 3, thy nakedness shall be uncovered. That's talking about the them being revealed. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance. I will not meet thee as a man.
And that's going into Yahweh Shai, man.
Yep.
Because when he was on the scene here, he came in the flesh, man. And what did the people do to him? Look how they treated him, man. What they crucified him, man. So what? He said, I'm not going to meet thee as a man. What? Yahweh Shai is coming back with the host of heaven.
Yep.
Talking about the chariots and the angels. and he's going to destroy this place, man.
Yeah.
You know, with not only he's going to bring the thermonuclear missiles, but he's going to bring those laser beams too, man.
Yep.
You know.
I got another real quick because this goes into, you know, how our people continue to believe in America, how people put their trust in America. All right. And 2/3 of our people, we have the 1/3 in the elect that are spiritually disconnected from this place already. But you got 2/3 that are going to continue to believe in America until this place is destroyed. Right. All right. It's already being destroyed, as you can see, through this coronavirus and many other plagues that are going to hit America. But 2/3 of our people don't want to get right. They want to continue to have that hope in the back of their head, like, yo, America is going to come back, or, you know, we're going to get through this. No, it's not going to happen. We're going to make it through. This is Isaiah 31 and 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many. All right. And that goes into a lot of you Jakes out there that continue to believe in America's military. We're the strongest military. We're the richest country. We have all this military prowess. That don't mean nothing. That doesn't mean shit. Just because Esau has all this, the Most High, through his son, Yahushua, is going to destroy all that. He's going to take Esau out of the power seat. Hey, bro, get a scripture for me real quick. Sirach 10 and 8.
Okay. There's Ecclesiasticus, Sirach 10, verse 8.
Then I'm going to read this again.
And it reads, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
And that's the translation that you're partaking in right now. All right, from every kingdom that ever ruled over on the world, from the Babylonians to the Persians to the Medes, the Grecians to the Romans, even to the Moors, until Esau came back in power, there was always some kind of calamities, some kind of chaos that pursued, that took place. All right, it's like a transition from one era to the next era. It wasn't like one president coming to the White House and the other one leaving. No, it was wars. It was calamities. There was chaos. There was uprising of the people. And that's the chaos that is going to ensue here in America and other parts of the world. Well, other parts of the world, their people are already up in arms and rioting and coming against their government. But once it happens here in America, it's going to be violent, because the majority of the people here, it's more guns here in America than it is people.
Okay.
So it's going to be a violent times are coming here to America. So let me read back to this verse in Isaiah 31, and then you can break it down. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong.
You're basically believing in the systems or the different philosophies, and even the stimuluses and the laws that Esau passes out, man. You know, whether it be you stuck on his what you call it, his housing, you know, or EBT food stamps.
Yeah, that's trusting in America.
I got a quick preview for that, bro. This is Isaiah 36 and 6. It reads, "Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, wherein if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh king of Egypt to all that trust in him."
Yeah, so you leaning on that staff of the wicked of Esau, Edom, of America, it's gonna pierce you. You know,
and that word stimulus, because Karatazan, he sent it to us. You know, when you look that word stimulus on the etymology online, the etymology of that word stimulus goes into a plural stimuli of the 1680s. Originally as a medical term, it says something that goets, a lazy organ, a pointed stick, incitement, a spur, a point, a prick, a pierce, a general sense, something that excites or arouses the mind or spirit. Yeah. And that's exactly what's happening right now, man. Because with the term stimulus, you know, when that word is thrown out to the general public, what they get happy because they feel as if, oh yeah, I'm about to actually get something. You know, they're like, oh yeah, we about to get this money, we about to get this check. Hey, but the scriptures tell you in the book of Ecclesiastes.
I'll get it.
Kind of throw it, bro.
Yep.
Hey, because that's exactly what's happening, man. You people are trusting in this staff of Egypt, man. You're trusting in Esau to be your God, man, because you're looking at him to find a way out of the situation for you instead of looking towards Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. It's the same precept that says, "Oppression maketh the wise man mad."
Okay, I'll get it. This Ecclesiasticus 7:7. Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
And that's exactly what's happening, man. Because this gift of a check, you know, that's
like it, bro. But that's what's happened to Jake all throughout history. With the Native Americans.
Yeah.
The Native Americans turned on their own brothers because Esau would give them gifts, give them guns and different types of goods that would help them build things easier, to make life easier for them. Same thing with our people. All right, you had Jakes that was selling out to Esau because Esau would always, give them some kind of gift or give them some kind of whether it be money or it would be something to make them turn, basically.
Yeah, it would be something that make their lives in a sense convenient.
Yeah, same. How much more today? Yep. All right, and there's no new thing under the sun.
That's right, bro.
So Esau's doing what he always does: give these niggas some money. And, they'll forget about this corona vaccine, the coronavirus. They'll forget about all of this shit. They'll go back to work, whether it's safe or not. They don't care, but as long as they get this money.
It's like
Esau knows that.
Yeah, it's like he's buying them off, man.
Yep.
Instead of them being conjoined with Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, they rather be joined to the devil because they're getting monetary benefits out of it, man. They're like, oh yeah, we about to get this check, so all the worry is over. Nah, man, you gotta understand. As Shaquat always say, the devil always wants his money back, man. So Esau giving you this little check, making it seem as if he's really helping you. Hey, you're gonna also have to take that mark of the beast, man. Those that don't have that thawa, you're gonna be exempt. Hey, though we all have to go through the hour of temptation. Hey, y'all gonna be the ones that fall. Lord willing, we be the elect men.
Yep.
So with that, it's always an ultimatum underneath the pretty man. As the scriptures say, his words are smooth than butter, but in his heart were drawn swords, so he's giving you the facade. Oh yeah, I'm helping y'all out with this, but you don't understand that he's also going to implement some heavy rule over you, man.
Yep, or heavy taxes. They're going to take away certain things that you're used to having. They may with this stimulus, who knows how it affects the Section 8 or the EBT. Or Esau has never gave Jake shit for free. When's the last time you ever think of Edomite did anything for you and where they didn't want something in return, or they didn't want they didn't get the upper hand on you. That's why. Let me get this scripture. Are you still reading right there, bro?
That was it.
This is Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. For thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt not know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away.
You always gotta watch yourself around this devil, man, because he always, every time in his mind, every thought is to take you over, man.
Yeah, how he can one up you.
Yeah,
how can he get one over on you? And it all goes back to Esau trying to get that birthright back.
That's right.
That's what it all boils down to. Esau wants that birthright. And they're gonna do any and everything they gotta do. If they gotta, these wicked elites, if they gotta kill their own, they're gonna do it. They gotta kill Edomites. If a billion Edomites gotta die, they're gonna do it just to try to obtain that birthright. Try to get this new world order, this new world order system established.
That's right.
Let me see if there's some more. See, that's the point, man. You Jakes never trust our enemy. Yeah, if you take this, if you get a stimulus check, don't think that you made it, you rich, or you set. It ain't nothing but to keep you trapped mentally in this system.
Yeah, Hey, because you'll then be solely dependent upon him. Man.
Oh yeah, man. Jake, man, 2/3 of Jake's already solely dependent on this shit, man. Jake will bug out. If they lose their job, imagine Jake if they lose their EBT or if they lose their Section 8.
Yeah,
they go, man. What happened last year with the close of the government? These niggas was wilding out.
Yeah.
What happened? They opened the government back up and gave Jake what their EBT or and gave them their jobs back or whatever. Same thing. Yeah. It's always something. Esau's always got something up his fucking sleeve, man. And Jake's got to be aware of that.
Yeah,
you got something?
I got Jeremiah 51.
Yeah, get that.
There's Jeremiah 51, and I'm gonna start here at 7. It says, Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunk of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
Yep, and the Babylon, that cup is the philosophies. All right, that's the image of the beast. All right, with homosexuality, democracy, all all those things that Esau has pushed throughout the world, and everyone is soaking up. All right, and we really don't give a shit about everyone else in the world. We care about you Israelites, really mainly the elect that continue to, and you all you Israelites, all right, because it's this truth and His word is for you. But we already know that 1/3 of the elect is going to understand this and get this. But this is for you to come up out of those wicked philosophies and ways of Esau, all right? Because the ways of Esau have completely destroyed our people, like it says in Micah 2:10. This is not our rest. Depart because it has destroyed you, even with a sword of destruction.
Yep,
you want to
this 8. It says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain. If so be she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Right, and as the topic of this lesson, it says confusion at the top will lead to chaos at the bottom. There's no healing. You know, the Most High, as the scriptures say,
they will build and I will throw down.
That, and also when you go into the book of Second Esdras, the 16th chapter, that says as the mighty of a strong archer, when it's shot off, you know how it will not turn back. It says also that the plagues won't turn back, man. So as these beginning of sorrows start to continue to creep up upon you American people, hey, they're not going to slack, man. As the scriptures speak of those birth pains, man. Once those contractions start happening, hey, you're gonna have that baby is gonna have to be born, you know. So these plagues, hey, it's just gonna continue to get worse and worse from here on out, man. You're gonna hear more deaths from the coronavirus. It's gonna be more people that are killed, you know, more people that are robbing, you know, more people that die from all these different plagues, man. You know, pestilence, apparitions. Martial law,
failure of heart,
civil unrest, all of these different things, all these scourges for amendments will soon be hitting you American people, man.
That's what I'm about to get into, because we're talking about the confusion of Babylon, the confusion of Esau, the confusion of your government. We got to get into the chaos, because that's going to ensue. That's going to take place. It was prophesied from the prophets of old, and it's got to happen. All right, you're going to see chaos. You're going to see things. You're going to see things that you've never seen in your life. You're going to see. It's going to be like the Purge times 1,000, times 1,000,000. All right, it's going to be your worst horror movie that you can never imagine. You're going to live through that, and the elect is going to live through that. All right, and make it through, because that's Jacob's trouble, like it was spoken of Daniel the 12th chapter as a time that has never been before.
Correct. I put up a scripture. Put up Nahum 3:19. There is no healing of thy bruise. Thy wound is grievous. All that hear of the bruit of thee shall clap the hands over thee, for upon whom hath not thy wickedness passed continually? Hey, bro. Hey, that's correct. It says, because there's no healing in thy bruise, meaning what? The Most High isn't going to recover America. You know, it's not going to be like, oh yeah, we in this for 2 more weeks. Next thing you know, the economy boosted back up. You know, the Dow Jones comes back up points. You know, people stop hoarding. No, man, it's going to get crazy. It's going to be more deaths. It's going to be even more people hoarding. It's going to be people getting shot in parking lots because of groceries. And then it says,
Trump said there will be more suicides. That's suicides amongst Edomites. Because Jake ain't
killing me.
Jake ain't killing it, but Jake has been here before. Jake has been without jobs. Jake has been without disconnection notices. All right, it's nothing new to the Israelites. All right, we know how to weather this storm. It's the Edomites that's losing it, that are going without having not even basic necessities. You know, the luxuries that they're used to. Yeah, of course, Edomites is going to commit suicide, because Esau sees the destruction. They see their end coming. Is nigh at hand.
That's right.
You know.
That's right.
You still reading, bro?
Yes, a little bit more. This is 9.
Shalom to all the brothers and sisters on the comment board. Shalom. Y'all about to Shabbat.
It says we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go, everyone into his own country. And that's exactly what these heathen are doing, man. You know, whether it be Moab, Ammon, they're going back to their native lands. Elam, they're going back to their native lands, because they see that it's only about to get worse and worse in this place, man. It says, for her judgment reaches unto heaven and is lifted up even unto the skies. And because her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities, what? Destruction worthy of that is going to come upon this place, man. You know?
I had this going into the chaos that's going to ensue. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And those signs are speaking of the prophecies. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes, here's a point, and uproars of the people in the world, then thou shalt understand that the Most High spoke of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
That's right.
And you see uprisings. You already see uprisings. Probably a year and a half ago from all these different countries around the world that's coming up against their wicked governments that's set up more likely by Esau, Edom. But you're going to see uprisings here, chaotic uprisings here in America that you've never seen before. Mm-hmm. All right, it's going to get really bad out here in these streets of America. And you know, one thing people are looking for, and one thing I was thinking about, you see how all these other countries are handling the coronavirus. They're locking their complete countries down. You had India shut down their country, and they have over 1 billion people. Right. You have these other countries there, how they're handling their people in the amidst this coronavirus pandemic. All right, and they're shutting everything down, and they're seeing who's infected. They have proper procedures, but here in America, it's complete chaos.
Yeah, niggas still partying.
Niggas is still partying. Niggas is still going to the beach, playing basketball, basically doing what they want to do. All right. So the other countries are looking at that, thinking like, you know, these people are fucking out of order. These people are bugged out.
Yeah, they don't see, and that's always been, you know, America, man.
Yeah, come on.
You know, feeling as if they could never be touched. That's why I went into Virgin Daughter of Babylon.
Yeah.
Come on, this morning, bro.
No, that was it. Yes, because I was gonna get 2 Ezra 15, but go ahead. What you got?
This is Matthew 24 and 6. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Mm-hmm.
For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows."
Yeah, all these things are beginning of sorrows. You're going to see, people rising up against these martial law troops. They may not win. Okay, you're gonna see people rising up against their local police. You're gonna see police switching sides and rising up against the government. Yeah. You're gonna see all this. You're gonna see Jake coming up against Esau, Esau against Jake. All right, you're gonna see the tribes come together and come against Esau. Right. All these race wars, all these calamities, these wars in the street, fighting, plagues are going to take place here in America. These streets of America are going to be a battlefield.
That's right.
All right. And it's going to, and no one's going to have any answers. The only ones that are going to have answers, that have the answers, is the prophets, the men of the Lord, starting with our apostles and elders on down to the brothers you see throughout the four winds that's prophesying the downfall of this place.
Isaiah 33 and 6.
Yep.
You know, it says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time and the strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is treasure," man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, because why? As everybody else is still in that BS, you know, mirthful spirit, as it speaks of in Ecclesiastes, the 7th chapter. It says, "Better is going to the house of mourning than to the house of feasting."
Yep.
You know, as we're in that house of it's like a mourning instead of mirth. Hey, the Most High has been preparing us for everything to come, man.
Yep.
You know, it's as if we've been practicing, rehearsing, as Scripture say, rehearsing the righteous acts. You know, we've been rehearsing what to do. Hey, when it's time for the big game, and that big game is about to be showtime soon.
Yep.
Man. You know, so while you're out there naked and without covering, and Lord willing, we be those men, and we remain under the shadow of the Almighty, man, as it speaks of in Psalms, the 91st chapter.
Yep.
So, you know, we're gonna, through the Spirit, hey, as long as we're able to teach, you know, and preach and put up our lessons, that's what we're gonna do, and continuously storing up our treasures in heaven, man.
That's right, man.
You know.
All right. I got one more script. This is 2 Ezra 15, and I'm starting at 14. "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein."
Woe means destruction.
"For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. One people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands."
And this is going into civil unrest and race riots, man.
Yeah.
You know, because it will be another huge civil war within America, man. And because all you gun-toting Edomites, y'all not just about to give up y'all weapons into the government. They're gonna fight back, man.
Fight back.
You know, and you got a lot of Edomites within the army. Hey, that won't be siding with the army in that day, man.
Yeah.
You know, because they believe that they have that what's that, the Second Amendment?
Second Amendment,
the right to bear arms.
Yeah.
You know, they believe in that amendment, man. So they're gonna fight it out, even if it means death.
They're not gonna give up their guns. They're not gonna give up any of their rights. You know, all the rights that they feel they have as Americans. Hey, when Esau officially declares martial law, and they already have to a degree with this state of emergency, this national emergency, the Constitution is out the window. All right, so you have to do whatever Esau says, and of course, it's going to be those that comply, but we know that it's going to be those that resist. And when those resist, that's when you're going to have that bloodshed out in these streets.
That's right.
Let me finish the next verse. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Which means you government officials gonna be getting touched too by the people,
Yeah.
man. You know, whether it's Jake doing it or whether it's Esau doing it, man. Nobody is gonna be safe unless you're of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai's, man. You know, unless you're apple of the Most High's eye.
Yeah.
You know, the 7,000 men that have not bowed the knee unto Baal.
Mhm.
You know, those are gonna be, and of course the 1/3. Those are gonna be the ones that are protected, man.
They're not gonna regard their governments, their local, their state, or their national government's laws, the curfews they put into place, their quarantines. People aren't going to regard that, and it's also going to people taking matters into their own hands.
Yeah.
People are going to say, you know, the government said this, but you know, fuck this. My kids is hungry and we got to eat, and that's what it's going to come to. All right, and if you don't have that covering from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, all right, you don't like you said that was it Psalms 91?
Yes, under the shadow
under the shadow of the Almighty, yeah. You're gonna be right out here with these niggas, man, trying to do what you can do. Just try to save whatever you can here in America, man. Okay. So you know, you got any closing statements or say anything you want to say?
That was it.
So, you know, Lord willing, you know, shalom to the brothers again on the Come Aboard, brothers and sisters. And Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the elect out there. And we want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem HaKadash. Give double honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, a peace citation, and hopefully elect. Shalom.
Shalom.